Okay, so this video is how to make gnocchi today. So ingredients, you'll need gnocchi from the international section. I use this brand, it's about $3.80 from Coles or Woolies. And you'll need 1 onion, 3 cloves of garlic. To fry, I have the Himalayan salt and cracked pepper, and I like to use the olive oil. For spices, I have the ginger and mixed spices in the jar, and I also like to use the garlic salt as well as mixed herbs, and you'll also need 250 grams of mushrooms. So step 1, slice up the mushrooms, so cut them in half and then into thin slices. Don't worry about sizing, they will shrink when you fry them. Alrighty, so step 2, dice up the onion, so slice it in half, go across, evenly slice. Once that's done, turn it over and go the other way and start doing slices. And then once you do finish that side, you can go ahead and do the other side, going across again. Once that's done, slice across on the other side, and then all the onion will have been sliced after you've completed that. Alright, so grab your pot and fill it about halfway, so about 5 cups of water. Grab the olive oil and you're just going to apply that to the pan so you can start frying. Sprinkle a little bit, and if you need to add more later, you can. Step 4, so she's ready. You're going to start cooking. Chuck in the onion into the pan that's heated up. Make sure you're stirring so that it does cook evenly and doesn't stick to each other. Alright, at this point the water is boiling in the pot. Add salt and pepper to the onion so it'll be browning, and keep stirring. Alrighty, so at this stage the onion's caramelizing. Grate in the 3 cloves of garlic into the pan and stir. So at this point the water would be boiling, so add in the gnocchi and make sure it's on low. Alrighty, so add in the mushrooms to the pan. Give it a good stir, making sure you combine the onion and garlic with the mushrooms. Then you're going to flavour the mushrooms. So add in the mixed spices, the ginger, my personal favourite, the garlic salt, and you're also going to chuck in the mixed herbs as well. And give it a good stir so you're combining all those ingredients in the pan as well. Make sure it's on low too. Okay, so check the gnocchi. Once you see that it's all floating at the top, that's when it's all cooked, so you can take it out now. So I like to put a bowl underneath the strainer when I'm straining the gnocchi from the pot, and I use some of that water later. Empty the contents of the pot into the strainer. Alrighty, so once the mushroom has cooked, grab the light thickened cream. I like to use a 330 milliliter container, and I only use about half of the contents. So empty that into the mushrooms and the onion and garlic. And once you have added that in there, just going to give it a good stir. So this is where you let the mushrooms sit for about 10 minutes. And add in some cheese. I like to use the grated Parmesan, but today I used a different brand. It's good for pizza as well. So for the last step before I add the gnocchi, I put in some more mixed herbs and stir. Alrighty, so if you recall that you saved over the leftover water from the pot with the gnocchi, get that and sprinkle it over the already drained gnocchi in the strainer. Once it's been drained again, add it to the pot with the mushroom and the onion. And you're just going to flavour the gnocchi now, so add in some pepper, salt, spices, some more mixed herbs, generous with the mixed herbs, and stir. Make sure you're combining all those flavours in the pan. And then top it off with some of my favourite, the garlic salt. And then put some cheese on top as well. I like to be generous with the cheese. So the final step, let the gnocchi sit in the ingredients for about 10 minutes, and then you're ready to plate up. Alrighty, so there is the option to add more cheese on top of your gnocchi once you have served it. My personal preference is to add chili flakes on top, and then you can just serve this with some evenly cooked garlic bread.